Hello, welcome to the Broome Community College Library's webpage. Today we're going to focus on locating literary criticism. To do this, we'll click on Complete List of Databases, and then the topic Literature. There are 4 literature databases from which to choose. There's Literature Online Reference, Literature Resource Center. These contain literary criticism from scholarly journals and also book reviews, some book reviews. Shakespeare Collection, and then you have Twain's Author Series. The Twain's Author Series is the electronic version of some of the books that we have on the second floor. It tends to contain authors that tend to be more popular in nature. They have been around for a while. For example, those that form part of what we call the literary canon. Now, what is the literary canon? The literary canon basically is a body of writings that's been approved by critics and deemed suitable for academic study. In other words, these are the books that are studied in the schools, colleges, and universities. For today, we're going to focus on Literature Resource Center. Criticism dealing with her works. Nella Larson was an African-American writer associated with the Harlem Renaissance. The Harlem Renaissance took place in the 1920s and 1930s. I'll proceed to type in her name. This is a list of the results. First of all, I'd like to call attention to the left sidebar. These are ways that we can limit the search. We could possibly type in another topic with Nella Larson's name, or we could click on any one of these items. For example, Quicksand is one of her works, and Passing was a novella that came out in 1929. So we could find literary criticism on these works. As we go down, you'll see there are various themes that run throughout this author's works. Racially mixed people, sexual identity, feminist literature, racism, etc. Let's take a look at the tabs at the top of the page. Currently, we're in literature criticism. Very often, literary criticism, it's found in journals. Journals are scholarly publications that usually have editorial boards, and in order to be included in the journal, you need to send in your article, and it needs to be approved by an editorial board of your peers, intellectual peers. Literary criticism differs from book reviews. Book reviews can be very helpful. However, they're not going to be as in-depth or scholarly as literary criticism. There's biographical information, work overviews, primary sources. What are primary sources? Primary sources would be, for example, Nella Larson's actual works that she wrote. A secondary source would be the literature criticism or the book reviews. In other words, information about the primary source. Multimedia is an interesting choice as well. Under multimedia, you'll find things like websites as well as transcripts, broadcast transcripts from NPR and other radio shows, as well as sometimes you'll actually have the actual audio tape. As we look at the results here, it's interesting. In the right margin, you'll see they describe the essays. For example, number 1, Nella Larson Overview by Sheila Smith McCoy. This is in Reference Guide to American Literature, Detroit, St. James Press. This is in a reference book. And they claim that it's 100% relevant. I can open it up by clicking on the full text. This is a full text of the article. You'll notice that they have highlighted the name, the search term. And to the right, if I'm interested, I could print out the article, I could email it either to myself or to a friend, or I could download it. Also, in the left sidebar, there's more terms that I could refer to. For example, if I wanted to learn more about the Harlem Renaissance. Let's go back to our results list. Okay, as I go down, and item number 15, Larson's Quicksand, The Explicator. The Explicator is also a journal that we have in the library in print format. It's volume 59, issue number 2. It's the winter 2001. Again, I'm given a choice between the full text and the PDF. I'll take the PDF in this case because I know that I'll get the actual page numbers. That is going to be helpful for me when I'm doing my works cited list. This is the actual PDF of the article, Larson's Quicksand. Well, I thank you for listening. This ends my demonstration. Also, remember that you can locate books in the online catalog by searching the author by subject. If you were to search by author, you would get their works that they've written. If you want information, critical essays and so forth about the author, you'll search by subject. That also can be very helpful. Thank you for listening and have a nice day.